Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLESFANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. I hope you're sitting down because what I'm about to tell you is truly shocking and could be one of the most significant moves of this NFL offseason. Yes, you heard right. A trade that involves Kyle Pitts, the young tight end from Atlanta, heading straight to the Philadelphia Eagles. And no, this isn't just some rumor or speculation. This is a real possibility that could reshape the NFC East, a division that's already packed with talent and fierce competition. And for the Eagles, this could mean adding a dynamic piece to an already potent offense, a move that might propel them even further towards Super Bowl glory. But let's back up a little and talk about why this move is even on the table. Kyle Pitts, as many of you know, is just 24 years old but has already spent 4 seasons in the NFL. 4 seasons that honestly have been a mixed bag. Coming out of Florida, Pitts was heralded as a generational talent, 66, with exceptional athleticism, natural receiving ability, and a versatility that makes him a nightmare for defenses. Yet, his time in Atlanta hasn't quite lived up to those lofty expectations. His stats have been decent but not spectacular, especially considering his potential. In his rookie year, he managed to rack up over 10 yards receiving, a remarkable feat for a tight end. But since then, his production has dipped. Last season, he finished with 607 yards and only 4 touchdowns. Why? Well, there are a few factors, but the main issue seems to be how he's been utilized in Atlanta. The Falcons' offensive scheme hasn't always played to Pitt's strengths, and there's been a recurring theme of him not fully grasping the playbook, which has hampered his development. The Falcons' offensive coordinator, Zach Robinson, recently discussed Pitts, and the red flag was clear. He still needs to learn the system better, and that's crucial if he's going to reach his ceiling. It's not just about raw talent, it's about the right fit, the right system, the right coaching. Pitt's potential is through the roof, but it's been underutilized and at times mismanaged. That's why Atlanta might be considering moving on, especially as they try to accelerate their rebuild with a young quarterback like Michael Penix Jr., who could benefit immensely from a talented target like Pitts. Now, what does this mean for the Eagles? Well, first, it's about filling a gap. Since Zach Ertz's departure, the Eagles have been looking for that reliable tight end who can stretch the field, block when necessary, and make tough catches in critical moments. Kyle Pitts, with his size and athleticism, could be exactly that. Imagine Jalen Hurts throwing to Pitts, along with A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. Talk about a passing attack that defenses would tremble at. Pitts' ability to create mismatches, to line up in different positions, and to make plays after the catch makes him a perfect fit for the Eagles' offensive scheme. And let's not forget, in 2024, Pitts recorded 47 receptions for 602 yards and 4 touchdowns, showing that he can be a consistent threat in the right system. But why would Atlanta be willing to trade Pitts to the Eagles? Well, there are a few reasons. First, the Falcons are in a bit of a rebuild mode, and moving on from Pitts could be part of that process. Second, Pitts is entering the final year of his rookie contract, and he's going to be looking for a lucrative extension. If Atlanta feels they can't meet his demands, or if they believe that trading him now can bring valuable draft picks and help accelerate their rebuild, it makes sense. According to reports and analyses from NFL insiders like Marissa Myers from TWSN, the Falcons' front office is considering all options, especially since Pitts hasn't been fully utilized and the team might want to go in a different direction. From the Eagles' perspective, acquiring Pitts would be a strategic move. They'd gain a young, talented tight end with star potential, one who can grow within their offensive system and complement the existing weapons. It's a move that can pay dividends in both the short and long term. And considering the Eagles' recent success, including their impressive playoff runs, adding a player like Pitts could be the missing piece to push them over the top. With Jalen Hurts developing into one of the league's top quarterbacks, having a tight end who can stretch the field and create mismatches is invaluable. Let's also consider the broader context of the NFC East. The division has been fiercely competitive, with teams like the Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants, and Washington Commanders all trying to find their footing. The Cowboys, with their tough defense and strong offensive line, are always in the hunt, but if the Eagles manage to land Pitts, they'd have a serious advantage on offense, an element that could make all the difference in close games. The NFC East has historically been a division where matchups are decided by small margins, and adding a weapon like Pitts could be the difference between another playoff appearance and a deep Super Bowl run. Now, of course, there are questions. Will Atlanta actually trade Pitts? What would the trade package look like? Could the Eagles part with draft picks for such a talented player? These are all things that NFL fans and analysts are debating, but what's clear is that the Eagles are definitely in the conversation. They have the assets, the draft capital, and the desire to make a bold move this offseason. And with Pitts on board, their offense would become even more dynamic, more unpredictable, and more dangerous. It's interesting to think about how this potential trade aligns with the Eagles' current roster. Jalen Hurts has shown incredible growth, and the team has been built around a winning mentality. Adding Pitts would give Hurts a new target in the passing game, someone who can create separation, win contested catches, and make plays after the catch. It's exactly the type of upgrade that could elevate the Eagles' offense to another level. Plus, with the experience of a young player like Pitts, the Eagles would be investing in their future, not just their immediate success. And let's not forget the coaching staff. Head coach Nick Sirianni has proven to be creative and adaptable, and offensive coordinator Brian Johnson could craft a game plan to maximize Pitts' talents. The chemistry between Hurts and Pitts could develop rapidly, especially given Pitt's ability to line up in different positions and exploit mismatches. If Atlanta is willing to part ways, the Eagles could be the team to give Pitts the opportunity he's been waiting for, a chance to truly showcase his talents and help a team chase another Super Bowl. In the end, this is what makes NFL offseason so exciting. The potential for trades, the strategic moves, the way teams pivot and adapt, these are the stories that keep us on the edge of our seats. And for the Philadelphia Eagles, acquiring Kyle Pitts could be a game changer. It's a move that aligns perfectly with their current trajectory, a team that's been close to the top, but hungry for that extra edge to push them over the finish line. Whether it happens or not, it's clear that this offseason is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing in recent memory, with the NFC East potentially on the verge of a major shakeup. Now I want to hear from you, Eagles fans. What do you think about this potential move? Would you love to see Kyle Pitts in midnight green? Do you think he's the missing piece to finally bring another Super Bowl to Philadelphia? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinions matter so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, analysis, and all the latest Philadelphia Eagles news. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep supporting our team through thick and thin. Thanks for being here, and as always, go Eagles.